What's going on, everybody? My name is Danny Ferrari.
My name is Parker Ament.
And we are XLNTSOUND, and we are back with a very special, highly requested video from you guys.
This one's going to be insane.
People have been asking for a long time, how do you make your drums? How do you make your kicks? We're going to be showing you guys one of the ways. And trust me, in the future, we will expose it all. We will show you guys everything, how we do everything.
There will be no more secrets.
There'll be no secrets. We don't believe in secrets over here.
Nope.
Nope. Secrets don't do shit for anybody.
Look at this little flopper.
You got a little flapper.
Little floppy.
So we're going to be showing you guys how to make a couple different style kicks today. Kicks that sound like this. Ooh.
Oh, beautiful kick.
We're using Serum. And basically the reason why we're doing this is because our brand new pack, Technically House, is out, and we're going to be using some of the kicks. We're going to be giving some kicks away. Shit's going to be on fire.
We're kicking fires, dude.
We're kicking fires.
We're kicking ass.
Yeah, it's going to be sweet. So we're showing you a couple examples of some different kicks in the pack, and then we're also going to show you how to make your own using Serum or any other synth if you want. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
We want to make this pretty simple. We're giving away this Serum patch for free. It sounds like this. I got this laid out. This is just made, it's just Serum, okay? I'm going to make something hopefully similar to this. This is what we would call essentially like a punchy kick. You could use it for dubstep. You could use it for mid-tempo. You could use it for house. Very, very good sounding kick. And of course, you could do more processing. But we're going to show you some of the, I'm going to try to recreate this just from my thought. And then also we're going to be showing you maybe like some kicks like this. We call these, I'm going to let Parker explain these. What are these kicks called, Parker?
Yeah, we call these dumb kicks.
We call them dumb kicks.
Like dumb house kicks.
Like in a good way, though.
Yeah, it's a great way. When you listen to like Chris Lake and like Shipwrek, like
Right.
sometimes they're like not the hard hitting drums, but they have like this very unique tonality to them.
They're sensitive drums.
They're sensitive drums. And when you're going for like an aggressive like bass house kick, you would never pick that.
Right.
But, with like sensitive house.
Sensitive.
Like Shipwrek and Chris Lake, maybe.
Sensitive house is
could be a little
technically house.
sensitive. Yeah, it's technically
Yeah,
sensitive.
but sometimes they kind of smack in a weird way.
Yeah, like it's like a knock.
It's almost like trancey too.
A little bit of trance in
there. If you put like a filter delay on there, but
oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, or
like
like
the old
techno,
school,
techno kick. You know, what I mean? It's really what it is. It's the techno kick.
It's technically
I
techno,
think, or trance. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then a punch kick, like these two kicks are we're giving them away for free in the download description along with this preset. But that's a punchy kick from Technically House.
That's like the perfect birth of a kick.
Birth of kick, and then of course this one, which I completely unsoloed. Okay, so yeah, this is one of the methods. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to go ahead and create a new MIDI track, and I need a MIDI note, so let me go ahead and throw that in there, and I'll just start with, you want to pick the right key, okay? C sucks. Maybe we'll make a dumpy kick, or we'll just kind of see where it happens, because I think what's going to happen is a lot of times when I'm making kicks or synthesizing them, I just kind of go with what's happening. But I think I'm going to shoot out for doing like a punchy kick similar to this. So let's go ahead.
Can you tell them why C sucks really quick, though?
Oh, yes.
Because people don't know about that.
Yeah, try not to put your songs in C. I'm not trying to tell you any rules, but it's for a good reason because C is the lowest resonance as far as the length of the sine wave, right? So essentially, if you have like a bass in C, you're not going to really feel it if you're trying to do any type of bass music. If you do like an F or a G is the best harmonic for a bass.
Yep.
If you notice, if you hit your G on your sub, it'll shake the walls. That's because it is the perfect whatever phase.
Yeah, you always get weird resonances in your room when you hit like the C sub, and you think it's knocking, but then when you play it in your car, it's like nothing.
Yeah. Exactly. So, okay, so to start off, I'm going to go ahead and start with a sine wave. Let's go ahead and start playing this sine wave. Okay, that is going to be our bass. I'm going to go ahead and go up an octave. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and set our envelope. So this is the length of our kick. Let's go down. That feels pretty good. Okay, it's a little hard to hear, but don't worry. So essentially, this is the length of your kick. You can use like Nicky Romero's Kick 2 or whatever. That's a great plugin, but you don't really have as much control as if you learn how to do it yourself. Okay, and then next we're going to go ahead and we're going to make our attack envelope. This is essentially going to be like a pitch. What you do is you make a very short envelope like so. I'm going to go ahead and pull the decay down, and I'm going to pull this like on the coarse pitch. And I might pull this up. Actually, I might leave it where it's at. And then I'm going to pull this up to 1 octave. Right? It kind of sounds kind of dumpy right there. It's really about messing with these two. All right, so let's go with dumpy for right now since I'm already kind of there. Okay. So now that I have a little bit of dump going on, I'm going to go dumb kick. I mean, I call him dumpy. I like
I don't
dumpy.
know where that came from.
It's like a never mind.
Just
Okay.
a dumper kick.
So now that we got a little bit of attack, very short. You hear that? That's because of our decay. So let's on our envelope ones, let's slow that down. That could also be like a trappy 808 almost.
Yeah.
And then I can also mess with this a bit. And then you can also use LFOs for this if you really want to get really, really crazy as far as the pitch, because you can kind of click and draw a lot more than envelope. But I like to use envelopes because they're pretty much, they're a little bit easier for just getting a good result. The pitch also too, watch this. That does a huge amount. If you're messing with the decay, release, all that stuff, the attack, how fast it hits. Okay, so now that we have that, let's go ahead and add some distortion. Hardstyle, what's up?
Hardstyle.
Easiest thing in the world, bro. Okay, so a lot of times I'll add a little bit of distortion like so. Maybe I'll use a different type like hard clip. Yeah, there we go.
That's really nice.
It brings out the low end pretty nicely. You can add envelopes on here too as far as like the low pass filter. But let's go ahead and next add a multi-band compression. Like if I wanted to get crazy, I'm gonna turn this down. You hear how the top end's coming out?
Yeah.
That's essentially if I was going to make it punchy, I would probably mess with that more. But we're staying with dumb. There we go. You hear that low end? But it also has that little clickiness to it, so you might want to mess with the mix. Okay, and then now at this point, I'm going to add a filter because I don't want that little sizzle at the end. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this first envelope on the cutoff and make it open up the low 6. And then maybe even add this really short one on the drive.
That's knocky.
Right? And then maybe turn up the fat. Okay, now we're getting a little bit more of a more dump kick. And then also too, like I like to do this quite a bit. A lot of my basses are like this too, where I'll take a cue and I'll kind of find the bass response. Right now I'm hitting I think I'm hitting a G and creating a sort of boost in the low end. Be watching your, sometimes it sounds good if it sounds like let it clip a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I'll put an envelope on the frequency, so I'll kind of move this. Well, you see how it's like, it sounds resonancy? So I don't really want that. So actually what I'm going to do is now I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and make an even shorter envelope, but not as short as envelope 2, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on the frequency.
It's a nice little bump.
And you can even like do stuff like add it on the cue. Maybe we'll have it wide. And then let's say I wanted to actually make it more attack, right? I would take a very fast envelope from envelope 2 and I could put it on the gain, just like I'm doing a pluck. There we go. I'm making a dumb kick, bro.
This is a dummy kick, dude.
But dumb in a good way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's sounding pretty good. Okay, now, so here's where you can have a little bit more fun if you wanted to. Okay, so you can use, let's say you want to use another low pass filter here. Or sorry, you could have done this in the beginning, but I didn't. Or maybe use something like maybe even a scream low pass. And you could just really just, again, using these same envelopes. That sounds pretty dumpy.
Yeah, dude.
I keep saying
it's
it, dude.
It's a dummy kick.
Like, I want this resonance to hit that top end right when the kick comes in. So I'm going to put this resonance. Ooh, look at that. It's like,
Oh, that's nice.
and it's okay that we're clipping here. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Okay, now that that's it. So at this point, you could do a lot of other things. You can start adding noise elements to it. Probably want to put it on the filter. But what they do is they have these attacks for you. You can use these if you want. Put them on one shot. Now I have a transient.
That's a beautiful transient.
And then I might want to make my own envelope for that. You know, I might want that to be really, really fast, right? So let's go ahead and put that on here. But I feel like I've gotten to the point of a dump kick right now. Dump kick. Now I'm punchy.
Yeah, now you're getting to the aggressive realm.
Now I'm punchy because of this, right? But also, too, you can use like a hi-hat. You can use a bunch of stuff. You can use just like white noise if you wanted to. I don't really like that. I liked kind of what we had going there.
Yeah.
I want to keep it dumpy, so dumb. I mean. Okay, cool. This is sounding pretty good. And then also, too, if you wanted to, you could mess with the pitch right here. I like to keep it just at 19 for the most part. Try different octaves. But then also, right, so you could layer, let's say, you could layer it with like another sine wave, but you want to make sure that this one probably has more harmonics. So you would just maybe go into here and just kind of fuck around with this shit, see what that does. And then let's say we wanted to make another really fast, pitchy kind of attack. Let's say we did something like this and put it on here as well. We want this envelope to be really short, though. Let's say I just want to add this to, instead of using the noise, I want to make my own kind of thing. I'm going to make this one extremely fast, like 30 seconds, and put it on the level. Right? And then maybe this pitch goes all the way up. You're kind of hearing that little feedback, but I feel like we had it where you want. But yeah, you can mess with the second oscillator to get something, to add some different tonality to that. But for the most part, that sounds pretty good. Now that we're here, I just want to show you guys one more quick thing that you can do, which is awesome with Serum. Is what we can do is we can just, whatever note I hit, I can just drag it out right here from Serum. Bam. There's our kick. And yeah, granted, it's hitting like whatever, it's clipping, but it sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds fucking sick.
Right? Okay, and then from here, you can do more to it, right? You can add some EQ, you can compress it, you can, you know, you can do a bunch of different stuff to kind of make it, I don't know, bring out some elements. Like for this, I might try to find the knock. Bring out the top, and that would make it more punchy, but like the knock, like Parker was talking about. Sounds like someone's knocking on the door.
Yeah.
And then maybe even compress it so the low end, let's try it with the glue, and this will be the last thing, but we'll use a glue compressor right here. That's a little too distorted, which we don't really want. So let's turn that makeup gain down. I like having it just like this because I feel like it's the purest form of a kick.
Yeah, without any post-production.
Like if you can get it just by itself, it's going to sound really nice. But now look, now I'm not clipping. Let's go ahead and run that through the mask. Let's just resample that real quick.
Yeah.
And let's see what that looks like. Yeah, see, that's a more of a compressed kick. That's what you would maybe see in a sample pack. So what's kind of nice about making your own kicks, I feel like, what kind of happens with that is that you have the ability to kind of shape it around your track, which I think is really, really important. And then also, too, a lot of these sample packs, you know, are already like, will put like a master on it, and that's cool, and it sounds good, right? It sounds good when you're listening to it, but sometimes it's overly done. So like with our samples, we have a little bit of processing, so it sounds good. So if you don't know what the hell you're doing, it's gonna sound good no matter what. And if you do have room to go ahead and process it. But I find that doing synthesizing is the best way to get the best sounding kicks.
Yeah, because the other way is you're using a mastered sample.
Correct.
That's been mastered like 5 different times, and it turns into like just a block.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys learned something, and make sure you guys are checking out Technically House, because it is out, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it.
There it is.
Again, we are so proud of this pack, and all these kicks, like I said, are in there, and we're giving a couple of these away in this, so make sure you guys check that out in the download description below, and make sure you guys are submitting your tracks for the Insomniac Records.
It's huge. Song contest,
right? For the potential to be signed, okay? We're for Tech House. You got to use Tech House. Make sure you guys watch the video for the rules.
Yep.
And also, too, of course, the first 500 people that buy it, we're doing the drawing again for those LSR 308 speakers and the headphones and the $100 gift card. So make sure you guys pick up Tech House as soon as possible.
Let's get it, you guys.
If you want to support the channel, you can also check out our website, check out all of our packs. We have a ton of different packs like In Your House and Mid-Temps and Cartels 1 and 2. And more than that, we have the classics. We have tons of packs on there, tons of free content. That helps us out. Also, too, of course, Patreon. Patreon helps us out, too. Make sure you guys go check all of those things out. We appreciate. We'll see you guys in the next one.
See you guys later.